Thanks, guys.
Well, across the board, Australians are being hit hard with the rising costs of living, right? That includes power bills. Last week, the Australian Energy Market Operator revealed the East Coast price of electricity jumped 141%, to $87 a megawatt hour in the March quarter, compared to $36 a megawatt hour at the same time last year.
Wow, but there is a way to avoid the rises, with data showing that 7 out of 10 users can save money by switching energy offers, which can mean a typical annual saving of about $330. Now, from money-saving website Mozo, we welcome consumer expert Tom Godfrey. Hello, Tom. Good to see you, mate.
Tom.
Why have prices risen so much in the past year?
Well, it's largely because of wholesale power prices. So what we're seeing is the cost of fossil fuels and the falling reliability of coal-fired power stations effectively driving up costs for wholesalers, and that's being passed on to you and me.
Dan Andrews has announced a $250 payment for Victorians who seek out a better deal. Is that enough to put a dent in? It's a start.
Yeah, look, I think it's a great start. It works out just under 20% of the average power bill in Victoria, comes in at around $1,392 roughly, but it gets you switching. So if you're in Victoria, compare.energy.vic.gov.au. You can jump on and do that. And, of course, you can save a bit more when you go through the comparison process as well.
Hey, do energy suppliers automatically offer us the best new price, or are they sort of taking it for granted that maybe we're not looking so closely at the bill and maybe we're just a little bit lazy?
Well, look, unsurprisingly, no, they don't. They will offer you a standing offer, which means that you're not on a legacy price, but it's up to you to negotiate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? What they bank on is that you pick up the phone to try and ring them, and you might be on hold for 25 minutes. Like, they don't make it easy, do they?
Look, they don't make it easy. So the job is really on you to do your research. So go to a comparison site like Mozo and find out who's offering the best deal for your type of plan, and then engage with them. Be polite, make a discussion out of it, and set them a little challenge. See if they can actually meet you halfway and you can save a bit of money.
Is there certain language, because they've got it all written down in front of them, they've got the script, right? All the answers to all our questions. So what sort of language do we need to be, what do we need to be saying?
Yeah, look, there is language, but I think the main thing is information. So when you're sitting there on the phone, have the comparison site up in front of you. Be armed with the information that you need. You say, well, your competitor's offering this. You know, can you match it? Because there's so much free information out there on mozo.com.au and others that you can use to have an informed discussion, and that way they're more likely to give you a bit of a better deal.
So you say company XYZ can do it for this price.
That's right. It's a negotiation.
And do you find that they usually do match it? Look, or they push back?
They can do, but the thing that you're armed with, you can move. So you've compared prices. If they don't match,
that's hard.
It's not so hard. Using the comparison sites now, it's actually pretty easy. The biggest issue is taking the time to call them up and taking them time to switch. But the actual switching process is not that.
And all the electricity it takes to sit on the phone for that long.
That's right.
With the heater on your feet because you're getting cold.
That's right. Let's remind people of the practical ways they can actually save money around the house with electricity.
Look, there are so many great things you can do. So obviously layer up. So wear jumpers. My kids love it. Get a blanket. It's nice and cosy. Might mean you turn the heater up a little less. It's a good one. Cold water when you're doing your washing. Drying rack outside. Get a bit of that winter sun instead of your dryer going. Leaky taps. If your leaky hot water tap's running, that can drive up the cost as well. And then shorter showers. Not popular, but you can certainly use that.
You clearly don't have teenagers. Are your kids teenagers
I do.
yet?
I have a 14-year-old.
A 14-year-old. Okay, right.
The showers are very long.
Yes,
I give you that. So that one's not going to be very popular. The layering up is, though, like I say to my kids, put on a jumper. They look at me funny, but then they do it. We got a little alpaca rug. Lovely.
Beautiful. Okay, with things like solar panels, the Tesla Powerwall, Wi-Fi enabled power adapters. I don't know what that is. Are these upfront?
Just go with it, Nan.
Just go with it. Are these upfront costs worth it in the long run? Because you look at solar, like, terrific idea, great. Yeah. Again, you've got to do your research. You've got to put some time and effort in. You
do. Look, Wi-Fi enabled power adapters, absolutely. You know, around $100 or so. Definitely do that. Solar, the payback time is around 4 to 5 years, and you might be looking at upfront cost 4, 5, maybe 6,000. But interestingly on that, there's now a disruptor. A company called Bright's come out with a buy now, pay later offering for people in the solar space, so that if you don't have the upfront money, you can actually use them to get in to the solar game, which is a really good thing to look at. Tesla Powerwall, depending on your energy use, bit hard to justify the expense on that one. So financially, it might not stack up, but battery prices are continuing to come down.
When you buy your Tesla Powerwall, you get free Twitter now too. Doing
a bundle.
Yeah, that's right. Now we're heading into those winter months. Heaters can plough through that electricity.
Yeah, look, they certainly can. And look, depending on the type of heater you're using and obviously how long you use it for, look, you might be up for, say, an extra $150 if you run it for 3 hours a day for 90 days, so over winter. So just be mindful, be smart if you're not using it. The other big tip, vampire devices around your home. If you have things plugged in, be it your laptop turned on, if you've got your phone plugged in, maybe a gaming console, your TV on standby, turn those things off, unplug them. That'll save you a bit as well.
They're all drawing power. Okay, really good to see you, Tom. Tom from Mozo, thank you.
Vampire devices.
Oh, yeah.
All right, thank you, mate. Soon for you here on The Morning Show, new health warnings as authorities brace for a worse than usual flu season. Plus, meet